Welcome back everyone, and if you're new here, welcome to our channel. I'm truly glad you've joined us. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a breakdown of the stories shaping our world. So what's happening with gold? Well, gold has just reached another all-time high, breaking records for the 16th time in 2025 alone. That's right, 16 times. The price has soared nearly 60% since early 2022. Why? Because global instability, rising inflation fears, and the declining trust in fiat currencies are shaking investor confidence. And when uncertainty spikes, gold shines. We're seeing this everywhere. Gold priced in euros is pushing 3,000 euros per ounce. And in Shanghai, Chinese investors have driven their benchmark price to a fresh record. Clearly, the world is turning to gold, not just as an investment, but as a shield. Now with all this excitement, a question keeps popping up. Will the United States revalue its gold reserves? That would mean officially increasing the price at which the US government values its gold. Currently, America's 8,133 tons of gold are still booked at just $42.22 per ounce, a number set way back in 1973. Yes, you heard that right, that's over 50 years ago. So why not update it? Well, US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has a very clear message. We're not revaluing the gold. And he's not just brushing it off, he's explaining why doing so could increase the money supply, fuel inflation, and create major disruptions at a time when the US economy is already facing serious headwinds. Stagflation, the dangerous mix of slowing growth and rising prices, is back on the radar. So no, triggering a gold revaluation in this climate would be like throwing gasoline on a fire. Still, speculation went wild after Bessent appeared on the popular All In podcast. People read between the lines, hoping he was hinting at a gold revaluation. Some even claimed this could unlock trillions for the government. But let's be real, he shut that door hard. Instead, Bessent spoke of using other federal assets like energy leases and government-owned land as potential revenue generators. He hinted at a long-term strategy, possibly a US sovereign wealth fund. That's forward thinking. Raising money without printing more dollars or tapping into the gold vault? Let me know what you think. Should the US modernize the way it values its gold, or does Bessent have a point? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, I read every one of them. Now let's do some math, shall we? Even if we revalued gold to, say, $3,000 an ounce, that would make America's gold stash worth about $800 billion. Sounds like a lot. But is it? Well, consider this. The Pentagon's budget alone exceeds $900 billion a year. The national debt? It's now around $37 trillion. So even if the government sold all of its gold at peak prices, which would tank the market anyway, it wouldn't even make a dent. We're talking about paying off less than 1/37th of the debt, and only once. Plus, massive gold sales would flood the market, causing prices to crash. You wouldn't get top dollar. The fantasy of gold solving America's debt crisis, it simply doesn't hold up under scrutiny. Meanwhile, global tensions are only escalating. There was a surprising 30-day ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine recently, brokered with just one phone call, but peace efforts have since stalled. US-Iran negotiations are crawling forward, while behind the scenes, other powerful players are actively trying to derail them. Over in Europe, Germany is boosting its military budget and reforming its debt rules to pay for it. Long-term interest rates are rising, and austerity is out the window. The continent is rearming fast. All of this, war risks, fiscal shifts, and defense buildup, fuels uncertainty. And in such times, gold becomes the world's insurance policy. If you're finding value in these insights, take a second to subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more coming. And what about silver? Well, silver did make headlines briefly by hitting a 12-year high, but then it dropped more than 2% almost immediately. Why? Because unlike gold, silver depends more on industrial demand, which is shaky right now. It's a reminder that silver isn't the same kind of safe haven, it's more sensitive to economic cycles. So where does all this leave us? The United States is not going to revalue its gold. That idea is off the table for now. But gold's historic rise is still telling us something. That global markets are nervous, that traditional currencies are losing trust, and that economic volatility is the new normal. Gold is not just rising, it's sending a message. So keep watching, keep learning, and most importantly, stay informed. In times like these, knowledge is your best asset. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. It only takes a second, and it really helps this channel grow. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What's your take on gold, inflation, and the US economic strategy? I'm working on some exciting new projects, and I'd love to have you there. Take care, stay curious, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.